Om Shanti. Respond, please.
She wants.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. पहले में जवाब नहीं दिया तब अब बोलो.
You didn't
Om
respond the first time, so now
Shanti.
once again say Om Shanti.
Thank you. ओम शांति के बगैर आगे कैसे बढ़े?
How can we move forward without saying Om Shanti?
ये अच्छी मुलाकात हो जाती है.
It's a good way of meeting.
मैंने अभी जयंती से पूछा
I asked Sister Jayanti,
ये क्या लिखा हुआ है?
what is written on the board?
मैंने अभी पढ़ा ना.
I just
पूरा
read it
पढ़ा.
now.
क्या इस पर बताया होगा आप लोगों ने?
You must have shared on this
ओरिजिनल
theme
पुरुषार्थ क्या है?
what is original effort
ओरिजिनल लव क्या
and what
है?
is original love.
ऐसे है ना?
Is it so?
ये है ना? मैंने पहले पढ़ा नहीं था ना, तो मैं शांत मैंने देखा.
I didn't read this before and therefore I was
अभी
very
समझ
peaceful,
गया हूँ.
and now I understand
ये दोनों बातें
that both these things,
ओरिजिनल पुरुषार्थ,
original effort
ओरिजिनल लव,
and original love,
जब लव शब्द आता है ना,
when the word love comes in,
तो यहाँ हाथ लगाते हैं.
you place your hand on your heart.
ऐसे ठीक है?
Is it true?
कहाँ हाथ लगाएं?
Where do you place your hand?
देखें ये ओरिजिनल लव है.
This is the original love.
खुद के लिए,
To
बाबा
feel
के
that
लिए,
for
परिवार
yourself,
के
for
लिए.
Baba and for the family.
आप रिस्पॉन्ड पहले में नहीं देते. ओम शांति
First,
का.
you don't respond when I say Om Shanti in the first go.
कोई है? मुझे हाथ उठाओ.
Is there anyone
जो
here?
ओम
Raise
शांति
your
से बड़ी
hands
प्रैक्टिस करता रहे.
that you practice Om Shanti.
है कोई भाई
Is there anyone, a brother or sister, who practice on this mantra Om Shanti?
क्योंकि इंसान जात के लिए सच्चाई और प्रेम
Because for human life, truth and love
क्या से क्या बना देता है.
can change a person from something very
गहराई
beautiful
में जाओ.
if you go into the depth of it.
सच्चाई
Truth
हिम्मत दिलाती है.
brings a lot of courage.
जिसको बताओ ना जो मेरे भावना है.
I want to share on this truth and honesty. This is my devotional feeling of love on this particular topic.
सच्चाई कम है,
Because there's
हिम्मत नहीं है.
There's
ऐसा
a
जो
lack
पुरुषार्थ
of truth
बाबा
and
हमको
honesty,
कराता है.
courage also. There's a lack of courage.
वंडरफुल है बाबा.
And so in that case, in fact, if we have this, then Baba gives us, Baba inspires us to make effort. In every murli, Baba works so hard that Baba wants us to recognize him.
पढ़ाने वाला कौन है?
Who is the one who is teaching us?
पढ़ाई ऐसी है.
Our study
इसको
is
पढ़ाने
such.
वाला कौन है?
First,
जो
who
पढ़ाई
is the
क्या
one who is
पढ़ाता
teaching
है?
us and what is it that he is teaching us?
क्या पढ़ाई है?
So what is our study like?
वो
What is it
पढ़ाई में
about?
पहले पढ़ाई पीछे कमाई.
In that Lokic study, first is the study and then
यहाँ
later is
जितना
the income.
पढ़ाई,
Here, as you study more, greater the study.
न पुस्तक पोथी कुछ न होवे.
In fact, you don't have to carry any books, textbooks as such.
अंतर मन से,
And so the effort
बुद्धि
is
से.
by going within, and
बाबा कहते
it's
जा
through your
करना है
intellect. You simply have to
इसलिए मन ही
focus
हमारा
on
पढ़
the
ले
self.
जाए.
Wherever is your mind, so goes your body.
बड़े तन यहाँ है.
Okay, my body may be here,
यहाँ बैठा है या वहाँ बैठा
my
है.
body may be sitting here or there,
तन कहाँ बैठा है? मन कहाँ
But
है?
where is the mind?
इसलिए बाबा कहते
This is
हैं
why Baba says,
मेरे से मन लगा
let your mind be with me.
होशियार है बहुत बाबा।
Baba is very clever.
पढ़ाने वाला
Baba is the one who teaches us. He teaches hundred thousands and hundred thousands. So how he is going to teach them? There is no other university.
हमको लगता है हमारे यहाँ भारत में विश्वविद्यालय
There's not any such university, but in fact in Bharat, in India, the government didn't give them permission to write the word university, to use the word university.
न पढ़ने वाले ऐसे हैं।
In fact,
हम अच्छे भाग्यवान
we are
हैं।
very fortunate that
अभी हम पढ़ने वाले स्टूडेंट
we are the ones who are studying, students who are studying,
हमारा टीचर
and our teacher,
यही चाहता है जो मैं पढ़ाता हूँ ना
our
तुम
teacher
जल्दी
desires
धारणा करके औरों को
for
पढ़ाओ।
us to inculcate the knowledge very well and then start teaching
मुझे वो
others.
बचपन के दिन याद
And I
आते
remember
हैं।
my early days of childhood,
ज्ञान के बचपन के दिन
my early days of childhood in Gyan,
बेबी
in
बने
knowledge,
नहीं थे।
not the babyish childhood.
बाबा ने जो भी वाणी चलाई
All the murlis that Baba spoke
मैंने यहाँ
of,
शायद ये मिसाल नहीं सुनाया।
in fact I haven't shared this example with you.
बॉम्बे में बाबा था।
Baba was in Bombay.
पहले बॉम्बे में कोई सेंटर नहीं था।
In those days there was no centers in Bombay.
किसी ने अपना नया फ्लैट लिया था।
Somebody had given their new flat.
ऑफर किया या
They had
बाबा रहे।
offered that Baba should come and stay in
मैं
this
पीछे
flat.
रहूंगा। बाबा वहाँ रहा था।
Baba stayed in that flat.
बहुत अच्छा वायुमंडल था।
It was a very beautiful atmosphere in that flat.
10-15 लोग
10 to 15 people used to come and listen to the murli in front of Baba.
जब मुरली बाबा के सुन रहे थे
When they were listening to Baba's murli,
बड़ा लगता था हम भाग्यशाली हैं।
they felt they were very
बाबा
fortunate.
क्या क्या सुना रहा है। अच्छा
And so Baba is relating beautiful things, and so the catching power, the touching power
इतनी अच्छी हो
should be so good,
जो बाबा का जो अंदर भावना है ना हम कैच कर।
so that we can catch Baba's bhavna, the feelings that Baba has in his heart for us. And so we were very happy.
फिर उसके बाद हम नाश्ता करते।
And after that we used to have breakfast.
तो एक दिन बाबा की मुरली सुनने
And
के
so
बाद
one day after listening to Baba's murli, I came outside,
तो हमारी भंडारी बड़ी मीठी थी।
and
खास
the Bandari who looked after Baba's Bandara, the kitchen, there's also a story about her. Baba taught her how to serve in the Bandara, in the kitchen. Someone who'd never ever actually lifted a glass of water for herself. She's had everything ready-made in her family. And so that sister was made in charge of the kitchen, the Bandara. She said, sit, I will feed you hot breakfast. And suddenly Baba came. Baba saw me eating breakfast. Baba said to me, have you actually conducted katha, which is the storytelling in Hindi? That means, have you given gyan to anyone that you are eating breakfast? And so that day is the last day for me to have breakfast that early. I never have breakfast from that day onwards up until today. Until I have given gyan to someone, until I have shared gyan with someone, knowledge with someone, I would not eat my breakfast. First I want to meet them, I want to share Baba's gyan, I want to give them toli. I would not just give them toli and finish my work. No, I wouldn't do that.
नजदीक में हैंगिंग गार्डन,
And so close to that there was, to that flat there was a hanging garden in Bombay, and so in those days we didn't have cars. We used to walk to the garden, hanging garden. In fact, here nowadays 10 minutes distance people want to go by car.
वहाँ जा करके
But I went by walking to
बूढ़े
that
लोग
park.
पैदल करने आते हैं,
Elderly people used to come for walks in
ज्ञान
that
देना शुरू
park,
कर
and I
दिया।
started giving gyan to those people in the park.
1 2 4 5 वहाँ से
And so few of them
किसी ने
emerged
अपने फैक्ट्री
from there.
क्या ऑफर किया,
There were some who offered their flat to Baba and said that come to my house, come to my flat and conduct this satsang, this congregation in my flat. So there were invitations that were given
पुरुषार्थ
from
क्या
those
है?
parks to Dadi. And so what is the effort?
बाबा ने अच्छी तरह समझाया है,
Baba has explained to us very well,
क्योंकि भगवान ने यज्ञ रचा है।
because God has created this
पहले
yajna,
बाबा
sacrificial
ने
fire.
मन ये एक्यूरेट है।
Baba has said this beautifully, accurately, that where there is your body, so will be your mind.
पहले बाबा ये यज्ञ रचा,
So Baba created this sacrificial fire,
में हम समर्पण हुए,
and so we surrendered, sacrificed in the yajna, sacrificial fire.
समर्पण थोड़े होते हैं।
In the school, no one sacrifices. In university, people don't sacrifice this. In fact, here,
फॉलो फादर
we sacrifice in order to follow the Father.
बाबा ने किया,
Just as what Baba did,
आंखों ने देखा,
our eyes witnessed that.
वंडरफुल बाबा।
Baba is wonderful.
नष्टो मोह और प्रवृत्ति में होते हुए भी
Whilst remaining in the family path and yet to remain detached and conqueror of attachment. So seeing these two things,
हम अपनी बात करें।
I will talk about
एक
myself.
कल था ना, निर्मला बहन को याद किया था।
Yesterday, Baba remembered Dr. Nirmala.
बाबा ने याद
Couple of
किया।
days ago, Baba remembered Dr. Nirmala in the Murli.
ऐसे आत्माओं को खींच होती थी,
In fact, Baba was wonderful. He was able to draw such souls.
तो सगे संबंधी भी साथ देते हैं।
Even their relatives, they give them support and cooperation.
ये भी ईश्वरी लाइफ जो है ना,
This godly life,
ईश्वर को डायरेक्ट सब संबंध उनके साथ।
this is the godly life that we experience all relationships with Him.
ईश्वर को सब गॉड फादर कहते हैं।
First of all, they say God, Father to God,
कोई
the
धर्म
one who
में
is
तो
up
father
above.
नहीं कहते हैं।
In fact, in some religions, they don't say Father. In Christianity, they say God, the Father.
और भारतवासी
Bharatvasis, people of
तो माता
Bharat,
पिता हम
they say you are the
कहते
mother,
हैं।
you are the father, and we are your children.
तो मेरे माता पिता
You are my mother and father.
बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
It feels beautiful, it feels very nice
और ये
to address God as mother and father.
शरीर का माता पिता कौन
And
है?
truly, who is my bodily mother and father?
बहुत हमारे पास मिसाल है।
There are many examples that's forgotten, in fact.
माँ को
Who
बोले
are
एक
my mother
बेटा
and
है,
father, the physical mother and
और
father.
बेटा ये नहीं कि मेरी माँ ये है,
Many families in Gyan,
बाबा है।
maybe the mother has one son, and the mother would never say, I've got one son. She'll say, I've got two sons.
बाबा माँ के रूप में
And so Baba, in the form of mother,
ऐसा खींच लेता,
he pulls us, he draws us such that
क्योंकि बाबा के ये प्रैक्टिकल है, गोद बिठा के
such
गले
that
लगाता है।
Baba practically
यहाँ
puts
गोद
us
दी
into
है,
his
यहाँ
lap,
गला है।
and he allows us
क्या
to
किया जो
embrace us. He embraces us. Baba makes us sit in his lap, and then he embraces us. And so what is the effort that is needed for that? In order for the child to sit in the lap, what does the child do? The child is constantly crying out, meow, meow, meaning constantly crying out for the mother and the father, but the child is sitting in the lap. And so once you are in the lap, what are you going to say? But Baba took on the form of the teacher, in the form of mother and father. He actually drew us, he attracted us in the form of the teacher. He started teaching us. I've given you this example. I was very, very embarrassed to make Baba my friend. How can I consider Baba to be my friend? Because that was a very light relationship. And so I had a lot of respect, and so Didi taught me how to make Baba a friend. Didi taught me how to make Baba my friend, and she said to Baba that she doesn't get this feeling from you of being a friend. And so Baba adopted such a form from that day onwards that I started feeling that friendship from Baba. Okay, Baba is the mother and the father. Baba, in the form of teacher, he started teaching us, and the study also seemed to be very sweet, very loving. And so how to teach others. Baba made it very easy. He said, just teach alpha and beta, father and the inheritance. What is the study all about? Alpha, that is Baba. Be means Bachai, the kingdom, the inheritance. Alpha meaning you look up. Be is the expansion after that. The inheritance. So A, B, A alpha, B beta, the inheritance, the beta, child, C, drama is very good. A, B, C, D, E, A for Tessa. So Baba showed us beautiful way of looking at everything with the right attitude and vision. He in fact changed everything for us. There's so much intoxication. Who do I belong to, and what is my Baba doing? So what is the intoxication that I have? Mine is one Baba. Where there is sins in the world, where there is cheating, stealing, that's common. If you go a bit in the past or you go in the world and you see to lie, to steal, to cheat, all these things are common. Without this, people cannot really live, cannot survive. In our efforts, all these things that created sins, in fact, Baba showed us to make such efforts so that all these things finishes very quickly. Make such efforts that such sanskar of past karma actually finishes quickly. We didn't feel at that moment these things are false, these are not right, but then at that moment there was constantly the feeling, how can I survive without this? And so there's always cleverness that was being used, and without this the person felt that they cannot survive,
अनुभव
and
से
so in that way accumulated plenty of sins. And
100%,
so from my experience I can say that 100%,
99% भी नहीं,
not even 99%,
बाबा को देखते ही
seeing Baba,
सदा ही आता है
I constantly
ऐसा-
have this feeling,
जैसा मेरा बाबा है,
as is my Baba, so I
सबको
am.
अनुभव हो,
So I
कितना
am
सच्चाई
like
है
that.
बाबा में।
And so we can see Baba has so much truthfulness, honesty in him, so everybody
मुझे बाबा
should be
की
able to see
रूम
that
में
through
बाबा की
us.
गद्दी अच्छी लगती है,
I like Baba's gaddi
जहाँ गद्दी
in
पर
Baba's
बैठता
room
था,
in Madhuban.
वो उस पर गद्दी
And
पर
Baba used to
बैठे जो
sit on that gaddi,
सिखाया है
and
कई
then
बार
whatever it is Baba has taught us by sitting on that gaddi,
बड़ी अच्छी है।
it's a very
वो सीन
beautiful
सामने
gaddi,
आती है,
and those scenes and sceneries in fact come in front of my mind. Baba's words
उच्चारण किए है बाबा ने,
which he has uttered during those times by sitting on the gaddi. They come in my mind.
तो कभी मैं इस बात को
And so
पहले मैं आपको मेरे काम तो और कुछ है नहीं, है कुछ काम है,
do I have any work to do?
कुछ काम
I don't
नहीं
have
है,
any work to do.
पर जो बाबा बात कहता है
Whatever Baba
उसकी
speaks,
गहराई में जाऊं,
to go into the deep of that,
ये
to go in the
करते
depth of what
करते
Baba is saying, and do that what Baba is saying.
natural,
And so it actually becomes natural
Nature.
in my life. It becomes my nature and natural.
नेचुरल और नेचर,
Natural and nature.
ब्राह्मण सच्चा बनने से
In order to become true Brahmins, it's a true Brahmins that becomes a deity.
पर उसके पहले देवता बने,
And so the true Brahmin becomes a deity.
बाबा उम्मीद रखता है ब्राह्मण
Baba has hope in Brahmins.
क्या हो, एंजल,
So the Brahmins, they will become angels.
देवता पीछे है,
Deities are later.
पुरुषार्थ में क्या है,
So what is it that I have to do in my efforts now? It's the efforts that enables me to become light.
भाव नहीं है क्या,
Light means angel. Angels, they don't have feet.
पंखा से
They don't have feet, they have wings.
पाव पंखा हो गई है,
Or is it that their feet have converted into
क्या
wings?
है,
So what do we
एक
talk
एंजल
about
का फोटो
angels?
रखो, देखो,
Look at the picture of an angel. Has the feet got converted into
आपका effort
wings?
कैसा है, पुरुषार्थ पुरुषार्थ है ना,
effort is Purusharth.
जो ये हाथ पाँव पंखों का काम करता है,
In fact, these hands and these feet, they work
पाँव से
like
अगर मैं दौरी लगा
wings.
नहीं मुझे अच्छा लगता बीच पर बैठा दो,
I cannot
कमरे
run,
से यहाँ तक
but in fact,
छोड़ो बस,
I like it. They put me on the wheelchair and they bring me to class on the wheelchair, and I like that. So it's easy. In fact, it's easier to fly with the wings than to
बाबा ऐसा
walk with the
समझा के
feet.
समझा के
So what is Raj Yoga?
फिर कहता है सन्यासी अगर योग लगाते कैसा
If the
लगाते?
sannyasis, they have yoga, what sort of yoga they have? They have yoga with
घर
Brahma
बार का
element.
जो भी है, सन्यास कर देते हैं।
They renounce their home and the
बाबा
family
के-
and the
बाबा के
business.
लिए मुझे वो सीन याद आती है
And
दिल्ली
so
में।
I now remember another scene when
बैठा
Baba
था
was in
साथ
Delhi.
में।
He was sitting in silence.
ये मैंने 2 बार 4 बार देखा है।
I've seen this 2 to 4 times.
प्लान बाबा इमर्ज कर देता था।
Baba used to emerge some plans at that moment when he was sitting in silence.
बाबा के सामने ज्ञान में नहीं था।
At that time, there were no family
बहनें थी,
people in Gyan. We were few sisters in front of Baba, the surrender
बहनों को
sisters.
सेवा मिल
And
गया
Baba
और
sent
एक
us
बहन
on
थी
service. And there was one
जो
sister,
थोड़ी अच्छी मैच्योर थी
she was very mature and very nice sister.
उनको रख करके बाबा पहले मम्मा को दिल्ली भेजा फिर बाबा
Baba
खुद आ
sent
गया दिल्ली
Mama
में
to Delhi and then Baba himself came to Delhi.
तो बिजमोहन का बाप
Brishmohan Bhai's father,
बिजमोहन तो देखा है ना
you've seen Brishmohan Bhai.
उनका बाप का
His
नाम
father,
वैसे आनंद जी करके पुकारते थे
we used to call him Anandji, that was his name.
पहला स्टूडेंट
He was the first Baba student in Delhi
उसको
who
देख
lived
करके
in
बाबा
the
मौली
family path, and so Baba used to see him
क्यों
and then
क्यों वो
speak the
प्रवृत्ति
Murli.
में रहते हुए उसको ये था बाबा मैं घर न
Baba
छोड़ूं।
lived in the family path, and Baba used to say to, he used to say to Baba, Baba, I want to live in the family path. I don't want to leave my home.
वो ठिकाने लगा दूं
And he
फिर
wanted his wife
वंडरफुल होता
to
था
be given some sort of duty and
मेरे को सेवा पर
responsibility of
साथ में ले
service.
जाता था
He used to take me on
फिर बस
service
स्टॉप
with
पर
him.
खड़े हैं
We are standing at the bus stop,
तो मैं कहती थी
and I used to
चले
say
ना
to him,
आगे
let's go to another bus stop.
तो कहता
Let's
तो
move
क्या है
forward. And he said, what
कोई
have
भी
you
बस
got to
अगर
lose?
दूसरा है उनको ज्ञान दो
It's okay. If one bus goes by, it's
आगे
fine.
नहीं
You
ज्ञान
just
दो
give
उसको
gyan to whoever you meet
दूसरी
at the
बस
bus
से
stop.
चलेंगे
We can go in the second bus. We can take the second
असल
bus.
ऐसा आनंद जी था
And so this is
वंडरफुल
how he was Anandji, Brishmohan Bhai's father. He wanted
मैंने
Dadi
कहा
to do
मैं दिल्ली में
service.
न रहेंगी
And she said to him, I don't want to
मैं
stay in
मधुबन
Delhi. I
जाती
want to go
हूँ
to Madhuban.
कहा मैं बाबा को कंप्लीट
And he
बाबा
said,
को
I'm going to write to Baba about you.
बाबा ये सेवा पर यहाँ मेरे मधुबन क्या करेंगे
And he said to Baba, Baba, what is she going to do in Madhuban? She should remain
खुद
on
भी
service.
न्यारा
He was very detached,
बहुत न्यारा
very, very detached.
और बाबा ने उसको मिसाल बनाया
And Baba made him an
समझे
example
प्रवृत्ति में रहने वालों को ही
that
न
whilst
तो मोहा
remaining in the family, how one can
समिति
be
सर्व बनाना है
conqueror of attachment. In fact, he was an
उस
example.
बात
Baba
को
wanted him to
आनंद
be an example, and he became an
एक्यूरेट
example.
फॉलो किया
He accurately followed Baba. He followed Baba accurately.
मैं समझती हूँ
Conqueror of all
कुछ
attachments,
दिन भी नहीं
very
लगाए
detached and loving.
सच्चा
It took him only few days. In fact, he became a true
खाना पीना
vegetarian.
बदल लिया
He changed his food and drink immediately.
रहन सहन
All his way,
तो उसकी
lifestyle,
वाइफ को हम चाची
ways
कहते
and
थे
lifestyle, everything got changed immediately.
हमारी
We used to call her Chachi, meaning auntie.
बहुत मीठी थी
His wife, she was very sweet.
ऐसा उसका भी आनंद से मोह छूट गया
She didn't have attachment. In fact, her attachment finished with her husband Anand.
तो देखा मोह छूट गया क्या करें तो आनंद ने समझा
So
सेंटर खोल के दे दे
the attachment was broken, and so then then he thought, Anand, that is Brishman Bhai's father, thought that now I should open a center and give her that responsibility. So in Mathura, he opened a center and put her there responsible for the center, and then he went on service. Brishman Bhai was the only son.
मेरा काम था इसको पढ़ाना
And so he said that I've given education to Brij Mohan. Now it's up to him how he wants to conduct his life. How he wants to live his life.
बाबा के साथ
And so practically,
ऐसा संबंध था
his relationship with Baba was such
जब
that
देखो ना
whenever you saw him,
याद क्या है बाबा के वो अनुभव कर सुनाता था
he used to in fact speak about what remembrances
जब भी मैं साथ थी
that Baba has. He used to talk about Baba's remembrance, and he used to tell me about Baba's remembrance, how Baba used to remember Shiv Baba. So he spoke about that to Dadi Janki and to everyone
तो
else.
बाबा ने
He was that
जो
deep.
बाबा को नई दुनिया स्थापन करनी है ना, सत्य की दुनिया सन्यासी थोड़ी बनाना है।
Baba wants to establish golden age, not the world of sannyas. Baba is not inspiring us to leave everything and go away. In fact, it's not about remembering the Brahma element. In fact, that is the element. It's not the home, it's not the place where to remember. Brahma Baba himself remembered Shiv Baba, but Anand used to make it very clear that we don't remember Brahma Baba, but we remember Shiv Baba. And we never saw Baba making effort, not laborious effort. You saw Baba, right, Jayanti Ben? Did you think that Baba made effort, laborious effort to remember Shiv Baba? Baba is lying on his bed. He's sitting on the gaddi and he's remembering Baba. He's lying on bed and he's thinking about Gyan. Such deep churning that is taking place. And so this is what we learned from Baba. I'm talking about myself. I've received this inheritance from Brahma Baba. Automatically this churning that is going on inside my head, and so when I go into the depth of knowledge, I like it, and then my heart is attached to it. This knowledge is to become truthful and honest and inspire others to become the same, to sit and have that focused concentration. And with the power of concentration, I should listen. And so if I listen with that concentration and focus, then it's easier for me to relate this to others. I didn't think about anything even half an hour ago. What am I going to share in the class? It's during the remembrance time. I'm not going to think what I'm going to share. I have to come and sit in remembrance. Not that think what I'm going to speak. That's not the time. It's the time of remembrance. So now I have to feed you all toli, give you toli. I've taken extra 5 minutes of yours. So everyone is going to receive toli. We want to thank Dadi on this day of Holi. Everyone is colored by Dadi's company. And so simply by Dadi's presence, all the souls are colored by her company. And so from our heart, we're saying thank you to Dadi.